There was a leak from Anon the Nine, who is a pretty reliable leaker about Destiny, that they were experimenting with that idea for Destiny 3. I think that's what Marathon is. I think the seed bed of what they were testing, Dr. Lupo allegedly, according to him, not allegedly, that's the wrong word. According to Dr. Lupo, sorry, allegedly, what the dude cheated in chess. Sorry, I'm trying to be careful. He apparently was at the studio as early as 2018 testing whatever Marathon is today. Yeah. I think that's what they were initially testing was what about like open spaces where there could be PvPvE, but not all the time. Not like every time you go to run like through the public sector, like somebody's sniping you. But yeah, certainly, maybe a little bit of the Dark Zone idea that Division tried. It just turned into kind of Grief Central. So I think that's always the dilemma is when you have like set areas for that, it can get a little griefy and a little frustrating, a little trollish. So it's a difficult thing to do. Arc Raiders is special in that regard. It's like, this is just what you're doing. You're coming down and this is what's happening. And there's still griefers. There's still people like camp and extracts and stuff. So I definitely think it's in the DNA because they were allegedly experimenting with it and they're working on Marathon. So you could do it. You would still need to have a pretty great place for the PvE casuals to hang out, though, if you were going to do something like that.
Oh, for sure. That's always kind of the balance because it's like, I think the aggressive based matchmaking is the most appealing aspect that I could go in and play and generally going to have a good time. But that fear, that it's possible. Same thing we talked about with Helldivers 2 with Friendly Fire. It's like, yeah, there's possibilities, and that leads to moments that are very organic and very fun. And now also I would say maybe even very shareable and very streamable, et cetera. So there's a lot of different things and impacts that has. So like, honestly, I'm really hoping that we see more of that trickle out into any other game. But Destiny in and of itself, I think if they drop the 3, that would be very interesting. That would definitely make. Now they could keep the 3, and I'd be interested regardless. But I was like, one of the things that I think is weighed on them because is that what is this live service game? They have gone the distance. When like them or hate them or like any specific update or not, like from a live service success story, they are by far one of the ones that when it first came out, and y'all all remember, like it was Halo meets Borderlands. Like people couldn't really define what it is, and now everybody defines it. Games like that based off of Destiny, it became the standard. It became the North Star for everybody to kind of get that rocking and rolling. But yeah, well, it's gonna be interesting to see. Like I'm not interested in Marathon, but I'm interested in the story behind it, and I think. And I hope that Lono is right, that Sony and them are like, okay, yeah, natural end for Destiny 2. People are still going to play it, right? Because people like still go and play Final Fantasy 11. People still go and play these games. We're going to keep the servers up. But all of our effort, all of our focus is going to be on what does the next 10 years look like? Technology has jumped leaps and bounds over the last 10 years. Might as well, like, how can we take advantage of that from a systems, from a design, from a, an ease of use and playability?
Keep all that kind of under wraps. Don't come out of the gate going, here's the 10-year roadmap for Destiny 3 or the new Destiny or whatever. Just give us like, hey, this is what's going to come like within year 1, sure, maybe year 2. But don't, every time, I've said it time and time again, every time we hear there's a 10-year plan for the game and players hear that 10-year number, everybody's like, oh, okay. And then it turns out to be not true because they can't sustain a 10-year audience. And what year are we on with Destiny 2 now? Like how long have we had Destiny 2?
Too long.
This will, if they make it all the way to the end of this year, it'll be the 9th year. It came out in late 2017.
So that would be the only game I've heard that came out of the gate going, we have a 10-year plan for the game and has almost made it, right?
Well, hang on. They have
one. Yeah,
they have made it. Yeah.
Okay.
From Destiny 1 to now, they're well past. They're what
I could have swore like the big reason for doing Destiny 2 was a total revamp and like expanding beyond to like a new 10-year plan for just Destiny 2, and that was like the platform. But that was a long time ago, and I don't really remember what the original marketing was.
It was super confused. Okay, so this is where it gets really funny because even now this is a problem where headcanon can be created by interpretation from like a content creator. So this is actually what happened. So you go back and you watch all the early Destiny 1 marketing. I believe it was Mark Noseworthy who said something to the effect of like, we envision this being a game you'll play for 10 years.
That would be it.
Then it was discovered there was a 10-year contract, and content creators started saying 10-year plan. The funny thing is, Bungie never uttered the phrase 10-year plan. This was a hilarious debate I always had when I covered the game, but it became headcanon. Oh, 10-year plan, 10-year plan, 10-year plan. They actually never uttered the phrase. It just was something that people, I think, inferred, which was fair. It was easy to deduce. It was like, oh, well, you said play for 10 years, 10-year contract. But I actually think Chrono is right. I think there's a stigma now. If you come out and say, oh, we want this game to go for 10 years, people are like, oh, sure. Like, what was it? Splitgate 2 said that recently.
Yep.
I was like, don't say that. That's like that's bad juju now.
Tell me what I can look forward to in the next 12 months, and make sure the game comes out within the next like 8. You know,
there you go.
You don't even have to say 10 years. Like Highguard's like, here's our roadmap for the next, and all the content that we're gonna do and all this stuff. It's like, no. Just come out with a really good game. I think that's what I would want for Destiny. It's like, don't sell me on something that I can lose myself in for, a long period of time. Just give me a really good experience. And they do that with the gunplay. And then it's like, okay, here's a great little story. And then, oh, you enjoyed all of that. And then there's, okay, we got the Crucible and we got this. Like, all they have to do is just give me the option to spend my time in it and make it worth my time. But then at the same time, I would, Destiny, let's just keep it to 3 for the sake of purpose and ease of communication. I bought the game. I played the game. I had a really good time with the game. And then later they drop a new update for the game. Oh, I had fun. Let me jump back in. If I decided that I, wasn't hooked back on that treadmill. And I think that's essentially what we're going to see is the shift from kind of this massive scale of like, decade plans, etc., more to kind of a micro focused approach where we're going to sell you the game. So we're not going to give it to you for free, which I think is a good thing. $40.
Smart.